Hi friends, myself Sainath Lambade, and today we are going to discuss about the chapter reproduction in lower and higher animals. The sub point that we was discussing about the male reproductive system. In the male reproductive system, we have reached the point that is accessory sex glands. In the accessory sex gland, we are going to discuss about the seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle are a pair of hollow sac-like gland present on the posterior side of the urinary bladder. Actually, the seminal vesicle gland is a hollow sac-like gland. That is a hollow sac-like gland and actually present in the posterior side of the urinary bladder. They secrete whitish, alkaline, and viscous seminal fluid. It secretes whitish, alkaline, and viscous, that is a semi solid like seminal fluid rich in the fructose. This fluid is rich in fructose, which forms 60% of the total volume of a semen. The total volume of a semen, that 60% volume is formed by this seminal fluid. It also contains fibrinogen and prostaglandin. As we'll see that fructose in the seminal fluid provides a proof for the forensic test for the rape. In the rape cases, this fructose gives because it is not produced elsewhere in the body. This fructose is not produced elsewhere in the body. If it is presence in the female genital tract, that confirms the sexual intercourse. So in the rape cases, the fructose, if that comes in the vagina of that particular female, that confirms the sexual intercourse. Function of the seminal fluid: fructose provides energy to the sperm. Fructose provides energy to the sperm for the swimming, because the sperm has to travel from the vagina to the cervix to the uterus, and uterus from the fallopian tube till the ampulla region. Then it increases the mobility of the sperm. Mobility of the sperm has been increased with the help of fructose. They work like a fruity or energy. The fibrinogen help in coagulates the semen into the bolus for the quick propulsion in the vagina. Quickly it get propulsion that forms fibrinogen, means it coagulates the semen. It coagulates the semen in the bolus form, rounded bolus form, that quick propulsion in the vagina. The prostaglandin stimulate the reverse peristalsis in the vagina. Reverse means upward projections from the vagina to the stomach. It will carry the reverse peristalsis, the uterus aiding faster movement for the sperm towards the egg in the female body. With the help of this peristalsis, the sperm may escape from this vagina to the cervix to the uterus, and uterus to the fallopian tube. It will make the egg of the female. Prostaglandin, actually this prostaglandin, these seminal vesicles are a pair gland, that is a 2 in number. This prostaglandin is 1 in number. It is a single or unpaired gland present at the base of urinary bladder. Actually it is present at the base of a urinary bladder, and this prostate gland is single in number, which is surrounded by the proximal part of urethra. It is surrounded by the uppermost part, the starting part of the urethra, that is the proximal part of the urethra. It is a large and compact gland and consists of 20 to 30 lobules. In this prostate gland, that is having the presence of like this lobules, that is about 20 to 30 lobules are present in this gland. Lobules are present in this gland, and which open separately into the urethra, which are separately open into the urethra. It produces a milky white and slightly acidic prostatic fluid. It produces a milky white and slightly acidic prostatic fluid into the urethra. It forms a 30% volume of a semen. It takes a 30% volume of a semen. It contains citric acid and phosphatase and various other enzymes in the prostate fluid. The acid phosphatase protect the sperm from the acidic environment of the vagina. The nature of the fluid, that is acidic phosphatase, which is mainly secreted by this prostate gland, and this will protect the sperm from the acidic environment which is carried out in the vagina for the antibacterial purpose. At the pH of 6.0 to 6.5, sperms become motile and facilitate the process of fertilization. The motile sperm at the pH of 6.0 to 6.5 function, its alkaline secretion protects the sperm from the acidic medium of the vagina. It increases the mobility of the sperm. It increases the viability and mobility of the sperm. The viability, the movement and movement of the sperm is increased. It keeps the sperm active. It keeps the sperm active. Now, last gland, that is the Cowper's gland or bulbourethral gland. The another name for the Cowper's gland, that is a bulbourethral gland. It is a small pea-sized and pure gland situated on either side of the urethra. This gland, actually this is urethra, they are present on one side, this right, one side, again this one. This is a right, this is left, right and left. So either side of the urethra, this is a urethra, one from this side and one from this side. So this open laterally into the urethra. They open laterally into the urethra. Functions. It secretes a mucus like a slimy, viscous and alkaline fluid, help in the lubrication of the penis during the copulation. This slimy, viscous, alkaline fluid that help in the lubrication of the vagina of the female during the copulation. Its alkaline nature neutralizes the acidic that may be present in the penile urethra, because in the male urethra tract passes two things, that is urine as well as semen. This urine is maybe acidic in nature, so before this semen is going to pass from the urethra, this passage is neutralized by this secretion of this Cowper's gland. This passage is neutralized of acidic that may be present in the penile urethra due to the previous urination. So prostatic fluid also lubricate the vagina of the female genital tract. And followed by this, we are going to discuss about the external genitalia, that is an organ, that is a penis in the male. We are going to discuss about this penis. It is a cylindrical, this penis is like a cylindrical, that is like a cylindrical, muscular erectile pendulous external copulatory organ of male. So how is the penis? Penis is a cylindrical, having the muscles present in that muscles like corpora cavernosa, that is erectile, then pendulous, that pendulous like a watch, that is a pendulous hanging between the two legs. Penis is suspended in the pubic region in front of the scrotum. Actually, the region where the penis lies, that is a pubic region, and that lies in front of the scrotal sac. Through length of the penis passes the urethra. Throughout the length of the penis, that passes a urethra from inside. Throughout the length of the penis, that passes a urethra. Okay. This penis had two parts, that is the root part. Actually, this root part connect the penis with the abdominal or that pubic region. Its proximal part of the penis and lies in abdomen. Penis attached to this general body surface with the help of the root penis, that with the help of root penis. Then after the root, there is a body part of the penis. Body is made up of three columns of erectile tissues. Three columns of erectile tissue as a two posterior lateral. Two are the posterior part and lateral side, that is covered by the corpora cavernosa, and the median column, that is a corpus spongiosum. That is a corpus spongiosum. This urethra passes throughout it. This corpus spongiosum, in from that the urethra passes. Hence, it is also called as a spongial urethra. Hence, it is also called as a spongial urethra. Towards the free end of the penis at the tip, it is a slight enlargement called as a glans penis. Penis shows a slightly enlargement at the end of the penis. Actually, this enlargement of the penis is called as a glans penis. Glans part, that is a glans. The glans penis is covered by the loose retractable fold of a skin called as a prepuce or foreskin. It is having a foldable skin on this part, that is called as a prepuce, or you may call it as a foreskin also. Foreskin, it is a foldable skin. Then during the ordinarily or normal condition, penis remains small and limp, but a sexual arousal, when the sexual arousal is going to be carried out, at that time it becomes long and hard and erect. Erectile tissue has a abundant blood sinuses. In this penis, there is having a abundant more amount of this sinuses, empty space, that is called as a blood sinuses. Sinuses means empty space, and in this empty space, what will happen? There will be the reach of a blood, and that penis will become erect. Okay. Functions of this penis, that is actually it acts as a copulatory organ. It helps in discharge of the semen in the female tracts. It helps in the discharge of urine also. The artificial insemination, it is a technique to make a female pregnant by the artificially introducing semen into the vagina. The artificially, if you take the semen and which is deposited into the female tract vagina, that method is called as artificial insemination. Semen, it is ejaculated during the sexual intercourse known as the coitus. This semen is having the another name, that is released during the sexual intercourse by the male, that is called as a coitus also. It is a whitish fluid which contains a spermatozoa and a mixture of secretion from the seminal vesicle, prostate gland and corpus gland. A single ejaculation releases 3 to 4 ml of a female which contains about 300 millions of sperms. However, only one sperm fertilizes the ovum. The release of large number of the sperm ensure the process of fertilization. Thank you.